Position up past the 40-yard line. Handoff for Gibson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 9 now. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4.
Working with his second and 4. Now Cook running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. They go play action here. Mond steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mond out of the shotgun. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Mond. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Mond looks to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. Now Mond. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Mond going to throw it. That's complete to Smith-Marsette. Touchdown, Vikings! Ihmir Smith-Marsette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Washington 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone.
Damiere Byrd on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running right. It's Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mon now off of play action. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Mond to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down, here's Mond again. Flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Mond. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a... Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Mond looks to throw. He'll find Smith-Marsette complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Forced out to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Cook now off the read option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Mon. Buying time to his left. Dancing to his left. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the...
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. He'll drop to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. They've got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Chaz Surratt. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Goes right back to Smith again. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and 3. Mond out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mond. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now Mond. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go play action here. Mon. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. Byrd will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That second down play nets a -4.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Here's Bird to return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Washington first down.
They go counter with Breida. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Washington.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Danielle Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Washington on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mond looks to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Washington.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
In on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Here's Breida. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And now off to the races down the right side. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.